You know the vibe. This is live streaming daily to your blog, and that's on that in Jesus. You know what makes today very special? Today is the 31st day. That is, today marks a month on this live streaming daily, journey to global recognition. Come on, guys. That's not an easy feat. Come on. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Woo! Man, that is impressive. Ain't gonna lie, that's impressive. And I give all the glory to God. I'm grateful to you guys as well, for coming through daily, consistently, frequently, learning together, appreciate, bless up. All right, today is Wednesday and sorry, Tuesday. I know it's Life and Purpose here, talking about Life and Purpose Tuesdays. And today it's a question, a very deep question. In all the topics I've thought about, or I've written about, or I've studied, or I've made research about, or I've meditated on, bruh, this seems to be the deepest. And believe in me, I'll be like pretty good. I'll feel very good and glad if everybody can stay active. I'll try. It's not so long. This session is short, but if you can, stay tuned and listen attentively, believe in me, you'll grasp a lot from today's session. And today the question is, what are you chasing? Come on. In life, I know we chase a lot of things. Life is a race, life is a journey, and different times, different moments, we'll be chasing different things. But now, this what are you chasing is beyond the normal question or regular question. This is based on life and purpose. So, the question, what are you chasing? It's a profound question that invites you to reflect on your pursuits, your desires, and the very essence of your life's purpose. Come again. I said it's the very question, a profound question that invites you to reflect on your pursuits, your desires, and the very essence of your life's purpose. Now, going on, we'll do some head knowledge, or rather, work with our minds in today's session. Imagine yourself standing at the edge of a dense forest, gazing out at the winding paths before you. Now, imagine yourself on the dense forest or at the edge of a dense forest. You know, when you go through a forest, there are pathways, right? And sometimes these pathways are either marked or usually indicated by prints. Now imagine you're on a dense forest, at the edge of a dense forest, and you're lost. That's just trying to find yourself. Now imagine this, that forest now is the journey of life. Yeah. And the forest involves or has a lot of paths that you're meant to take or that you have to take to get to your destination. But remember, purpose is a journey, not just a destination. Now, on the journey of life, and each path represents a different aspect of your life, such as relationships, career, wealth, status, knowledge, or personal growth. Now, imagine you're on the dens of a forest, and on that dens of the forest, there are different paths. And these different paths are paths that you can choose either the right path or the right path or the right path. In this path, there is no wrong path. Again, in this forest, there is no wrong path because the forest is like your journey, your life's journey, and the purpose. Now, being on the dense path, there are different parts. Now, these different parts represent different aspects of your life, such as relationships, career, wealth, status, knowledge, or personal growth. These are the parts here. Now, envision yourself chasing after something along one of these paths. Now, I'll list the path again so that while imagining this, you understand better. The dense forest is the journey of life, and the different parts are the different aspects of life or the different areas of life, such as relationships, career, wealth, status, knowledge, or personal growth. Because in life, there are a lot of things, and there are different things which we chase in life at different moments or different instances of our life. Yeah. Now, envision yourself chasing after something along one of these paths. Now, it could be wealth or knowledge or relationship or career. Now, if you pick the path for knowledge, imagine or envision yourself chasing after something along the path of knowledge. Now, along the path of knowledge, what knowledge are you chasing? What particular knowledge do you want to get? What particular knowledge do you desire? What particular knowledge do you need? That's the path of knowledge. Now, in the path of career, what career are you chasing? How well or how far are you willing to go in this career? How well or how far are you willing to succeed in this career? And how well or how far are your efforts that you want to put in to succeeding in this career? Now, if it's wealth, what is the path of wealth you are pursuing? What level of wealth do you want to attain? What level of money do you want to make? If it's wealth, that is the pathway that you are chasing. Now, what is it that you are chasing with such favor? Now, on the path, either on the path of relationship or on the path of career, on the path of knowledge, on the path of wealth, what is it on this path that you are chasing with such intensity and passion? That's why I said envision yourself on a dense forest, at the edge of a dense forest, and there are different pathways, and these different pathways represent the different areas of life, and this dense forest represents life, your life journey, and your life's purpose. Now, on this different path, there's relationship, there's career, there's wealth, there's status, there's knowledge, and there's personal growth. Now, if you desire to take the route of personal growth, what are you chasing after on that path of personal growth? How well do you want to develop yourself? How well do you want to grow? How well do you want to increase your knowledge in terms of yourself? How well do you want to build yourself? How well do you want to build your skill? Now, if it's personal growth, that's the route you've decided to take. If it's wealth, how far do you want to go? What level of wealth do you want to attain? If it's career, how well, what level of career do you want to attain? How well are you willing to put in your efforts to achieve success in that career? Now, what is that thing you are pursuing with such fervor, that is with such intense and passion? What exactly are you striving towards to achieve, or in this context, to catch? What kind of wealth, what career, and how well are you willing to go to reach the goal or point you want to achieve? If it's career, if it's relationship, what kind of relationship do you seek or desire to have? What are you willing to do to achieve it? But whilst on all this, without compromising your values and your beliefs. If it's relationship, what kind of relationship do you desire for yourself? If it's on the relationship path, what kind of relationship do you desire? And what are you willing to do to achieve it without compromising your values and your beliefs? That's number one. So now we have created the standpoint of ourselves on the dense forest and the different parts as the different areas of life. And now we've envisioned ourselves on what we are chasing along these different parts of life. That is along different parts in the dense forest. The dense forest represents life and your life's journey. And the different parts on the dense forest are the different areas of life, which are career, relationship, wealth, status, knowledge, or personal growth. We've created that standpoint also. Now, is it the elusive dream of success defined by societal standards? Now I'm going somewhere. Are you striving towards success based on what the society wants or desires of you? Are you striving towards success based on peer pressure? Are you striving towards success based on what your peers are doing, based on what your friends are doing, based on what your friends have achieved? Are you venturing into a career based on what other people are doing? Are you going to a career because, as it stands, this is Generation Z, and a lot of people are venturing into probably nursing because it pays a lot, something like that. So are you venturing into nursing because a lot of people are venturing into nursing, or you are venturing into nursing because that is what you want to do? That's number one. Is your success based on what the society wants or desires, or you're actually pursuing your own aspirations? Now, in this elusive dream of success, in this elusive path of yours, in the path you've chosen, if it's the path of wealth or career or knowledge or personal growth or relationship, are you doing what you're doing based on your aspirations, or you are doing what you're doing based on what the society desires of you? Are you doing what you're doing based on what you want to achieve for yourself, based on the impact you want to make, based on the legacy you want to leave behind, or you are doing all this based on what the society wants or requires of you? Are you doing all this because you find peace doing them? Are you doing all this because it resonates with you and what you stand for? Are you doing all this because it resonates with your values, or you are doing all this because the society have made it seem as if this is the trend, or has made it seem as if this is what is trend, or this is what we have to do? Are you compromising your values? Are you compromising your beliefs based on what the society desires of you? Or you're actually doing what you desire for yourself, or what you aspire to attain for yourself? That's based on career, and that's based on your success or dream of success. Is it defined by societal standards or your own aspirations? Are you pursuing all this based on what somebody said? Are you pursuing all this to impress somebody? Are you pursuing all this to say, okay, yes, I told you I'll do this, you didn't believe in me? Are you pursuing all this based on someone else's validation, or you are pursuing all this based on your aspirations? That's another question you have to answer in what you are chasing. Now, if you're chasing love, are you chasing love because of what love offers? That's the beauty of love, or you are chasing validation. Now, what do I mean by validation? To impress others or based on other people's expectations. You know that sometimes we go into relationship because we see other people go into relationship like in my friend group, now only me know the relationship, or my friends group, I'm the only one not in the relationship. Now, are you going into a relationship because you've seen someone you want to spend your life with, or you've seen someone you want to have a home with, or you've seen someone that you find peace with, or you are going into a relationship because other of your friends are in a relationship and you don't want to be the one left out, or you don't want to be left behind? So what's the reason for you chasing love? Are you chasing love for what love offers and what love is and the beauty of love, or you are chasing love for validation or a sense of belonging? Now, what do I mean by a sense of belonging? Some of us, we're not chasing love because we want to experience what love is and what we have to take out of love, or what love has to give to life, or the meaning love has to give to life. We are chasing love to feel a sense of belonging. That's okay, I have someone I can call you, babe, what's up? Or you know, what's up, babe, I need 10K. Or is it a sense of belonging, or you're chasing love for what love has to offer? Is a sense of belonging, or you're chasing love for what love gives to life? These are questions you ask yourself. Are you chasing love to impress others? That's validation of people. That's what people say. People be like, oh, see their relationship, couple goes, hey, God when, hey, look at the pictures, hey, look at their vacations, stuff like that. Are you chasing love to impress people? Are you chasing love for the validation of others, or to impress others, or based on others' expectations of how your relationship should become on? Is that why you're chasing love? Are you doing that so that you can come online and people will be like, come on, couple goes, or I like the way he does this with his girl, or I like the way he does this with his woman, or you guys should do this for us, tomorrow you guys should do this for us? Are you in a relationship based on impressing people? Are you in a relationship to get comments, or to get likes, or to get shares, or you're in a relationship because you want to live a life with this person? Are you in a relationship to get Instagram likes, to get Instagram reposts, to get, huge follows, or you're in a relationship to have a home, or you're in a relationship because you find peace with this person? These are the questions you ask yourself. So if you are chasing love, these are the questions you've asked yourself. If it's the path of love you've decided to take on the dense forest, and the dense forest represents life, or your life's journey, or the life, or your life's purpose, these are the questions you need to ask yourself. Now, you can see different aspects and reasons why people chase love. Because in our generation, currently, as it stands now in our society, a lot of people chase love not because of what love has to offer, or not because of what love stands for. Love is everything, and love is everything about life. And love doesn't live in itself to please itself. Love is in itself to the betterment of other people. That's love. But if you're in love because of your selfish reasons, is that what you're chasing love for? Are you chasing love to be able to foot your bills? Are you chasing love to be able to travel around the world? Are you chasing love because your friends are going on vacation with their partners and you don't have a partner? Is that your reason for chasing love? Or you are chasing love for fulfillment? Or you are chasing love to get a meaning out of life and a meaning out of love? These are the questions you ask yourself, because there are different aspects or reasons why people chase love. It could be for validation, it could be for a sense of belonging, it could be peer pressure, it could be to feel among. So now these are the questions you ask yourself. Now another one, perhaps you're pursuing knowledge, wisdom, or spiritual enlightenment. If it's wisdom that you've decided to chase, how well and how far are you willing to go to discern the right wisdom for you? Because there's wisdom and there's knowledge and there's spiritual enlightenment. You can have all, but if you don't have discernment, you may go to the wrong path, or it may lead you astray. Because while chasing knowledge, what are you chasing knowledge for? Are you chasing knowledge to be well informed, to be able to stand out there and impact lives, or you are chasing knowledge to be able to realize, the negative part of knowledge? Because knowledge is both positive and negative. Information is power. You get, knowledge is power. So now you're willing to go the length of acquiring this knowledge because you want to use it to impact lives, or you are willing to go to achieve this knowledge at the detriment of lives. So what are you chasing life? What are you chasing? And what aspect of knowledge are you chasing? If it's pursuit of wisdom, what aspect of wisdom are you pursuing, and what length are you willing to go to attain this wisdom? Is your wisdom for direction, or you need this wisdom to be able to, play cunning or do some dirty things? These are questions you ask yourself. And if you're pursuing spiritual enlightenment, it's a pursuit for spiritual enlightenment to be able to impact the lives of others, to be able to help others in their life's journey or their life purpose, or you are pursuing spiritual enlightenment to be able to reach others. So these are questions you ask yourself. Or maybe you're simply chasing happiness. Like I said, there are different paths, and what you're chasing is a question you're meant to ask yourself. In your discovering of purpose, in your definition of your purpose, now that's defining your purpose, in your life's purpose and your life's journey, these are questions you need to ask yourself. What are you chasing? And it's a question that is not just a one-time question. On and on, back to back, different areas of your life, different levels of your life, different stages of your life. These are questions you are meant to ask. Excuse me. On and on, back to back. These are questions you are meant to ask yourself. Or maybe you are simply chasing happiness, that fleeting feeling that seems to dance just out of reach. Bro, when you chase happiness, if happiness is what you're chasing, you may never catch it. Because in the context, when you chase something, that means you're pushing after it or you're striving to get it. So are you simply chasing happiness? That fleeting feeling that seems to dance just out of your reach. Is that what you're chasing? If you've seen the movie The Pursuit of Happiness, that's Will Smith and his son Jaden Smith, you understand how this can be, how it feels to chase happiness, how it feels to go about the pursuit of happiness. You may never get it because on the pursuit of happiness, you may compromise your values, you may compromise yourself, you may see yourself doing things that are unimaginable, or you may see yourself doing things that on the normals you wouldn't do or you wouldn't imagine yourself do. That is the pursuit of happiness. When you chase happiness, you may not catch it in quotes. I'm sorry about that, because chasing, that means you either running or it's beyond your reach and your values. Sorry, it's beyond your reach and you're striving, pushing to catch it. You may not, and you may compromise yourself and your values whilst at it. So instead of chasing happiness, instead of going on the pursuit of happiness, why don't you find happiness? Now, how do you find happiness, and why do I say find happiness? You find it because it's somewhere, that is, it's not lost, and finding that is, it's within your reach. It's just like you are home and you dropped your keys either on the table or beneath the couch, but it's in your house. So it's within your reach. It just left to you to find, like, calmly, and slowly check, recollect, or self meditation or self recall on the last place you dropped the key. That's how it is with finding happiness. It's within your reach. It could be inside. It could be inner. It could be your inner self. So finding happiness is a lot better than chasing happiness, because when you're finding something, it's within your reach. And finding happiness is not a very bogus thing. It's not something that is very huge or something that is very large that will be like, oh God, how do I go about this? Nah, happiness most times lies in the littlest things of life. You get, it could be the ones you love, and it could be what to do for the ones you love, and it could as well be what you do for the ones you love. It could be the littlest thing that makes you happy. Bruh, don't neglect it. Find it, search within, and embrace it. Happiness most times lies within. Happiness is not about going and chasing stuff that are beyond your reach. Most times, happiness is within your reach. So, what you have to do, you have to find it, not chase it. Because if you are chasing it, maybe going farther than how you would be able to reach it. So, instead of chasing happiness, find it. And how do you find it? Reach within. Check the littlest thing in your life that makes you happy. Don't neglect it. Don't think it has to be when you buy Porsche Caramera, or when you buy Bugatti, or when you buy Ferrari or Lambo. Nah, it could be the smallest things. It could be the ones you love. It could be what you do for the ones you love. It could be buying gifts for your parents. It could be buying gifts for your siblings, and that makes you happy. But that's where your happiness lies. So your happiness lies in making your siblings happy. Your happiness lies in being a reason why your siblings are elated, being a reason why your siblings are joyful. Your happiness could lie in you bringing unity to your family. Your happiness could lie in you buying food for your friends. Just those little things that people may feel okay, it's normal, it's normal. But that's where your happiness lies. Keep doing it. You understand? Find and embrace it. It's within. Don't chase it. Because happiness is not materialistic. Believe in me, happiness is not materialistic. And happiness also is not individualistic. What do I mean by individualistic? It's not determinant or it's not dependent on someone. Your happiness is not based on somebody. Or your happiness is not based on someone. Or your happiness is not based on well, when I get this girl, bruh, I'll be happy. Or when I get this guy, bruh, I'll be happy. Nah. Your happiness is not based off of someone else. Your happiness is not dependent on someone. Happiness lies within most of the times. Happiness lies in the littlest things of life. Happiness lies most times in the simplest things of life. That's why Bible says contentment. How did he say it? Um, the gratitude with contentment is a great gain, if I'm not mistaken. Happiness lies in the simplest things of life, things you least expect, like things you wouldn't think, things you wouldn't even mind, but they make you happy. You may just do some things and you're at peace, like it gives you joy, it resonates with you. You're at your brighter self whenever you do all those things, and to you, they may feel small. You may call them more like just this small thing. It's not small because that's what makes you happy. So happiness is not like a huge thing or a very bogus thing. Happiness lies within. So instead of chasing happiness, making it beyond your reach, find it, making it within your reach. So if you don't understand anything about this happiness, make happiness within your reach by finding it and not beyond your reach by chasing it. Because happiness lies within and lies in the littlest things of life. Now, as you ponder on what you are chasing, consider the motivations driving you. Because if you're chasing happiness, like I said, don't chase happiness. If you are chasing wealth, if it's career you're chasing, if it's knowledge you're chasing, if it's status you're chasing, if it's fame, if it's power you're chasing, consider the motivations driving you. Is it a desire to prove yourself? One, that's the question you have to ask yourself. Are you chasing all this because you want to prove yourself? Or are you chasing all this to overcome past wounds? Now, that's some errors some people do. They chase some things because they want to overcome your past wounds. Bruh, leave your past wounds. Let the past be past. Let the past be forgotten. They can be experiences to learn from, but they shouldn't determine or give you a reason on how to chase your future or how to go about your future. Nah, let the past be past. You may have some regrets and you'll be like, if I don't do this thing, if I don't do this thing, I have to do this thing because I fucked up or because I messed up. Nah. So is that your reason? Is that the reason why you're chasing? Sorry, excuse me. Is that the reason why you're chasing whatever you're chasing? Is your past wounds the reason why you're chasing? Is that the drive? Is that your motivation to what you're chasing? Or are you chasing it to create a better life for yourself or for others? Now, these are three questions you're going to ask yourself. What is your motivation for chasing what you're chasing? If you're chasing wealth, if you're chasing knowledge, if you're chasing career, what motivates you? What is the driving force? Is it the desire to prove yourself? Are you doing this to prove yourself or to prove that yes, you can do it? Not because you want to, but because to prove that you can do it. Or you are doing it to overcome past wounds, or you are doing it to create a better life for yourself and others. Now, in these three things I said, in these three motivations or driving forces I mentioned, which would you rather do? You would rather chase something to prove yourself, or for the desire to prove yourself, or chase something to overcome past wounds, or chase something to create a better life for yourself and for others. To me, based on purpose, I would admonish us or advise you to go for the last one. Chase something to create a better life for yourself and for others, because creating a better life for yourself, you'll find a sense of fulfillment. You may also find a sense of meaning. And while doing this, it may give you a clue of your purpose. And now, chasing something for the betterment of others is an impact. Chasing something for the betterment of others, it is a legacy. So when you're not there, that's what people will remember you of. Or whenever you're not there, that's what you'll be remembered about or remembered for. So that is no better than chasing something because you want to overcome past wounds, or because you want to prove somebody wrong, or because someone said you wouldn't and you want to prove the person wrong and prove yourself right that you would. If it doesn't resonate with you, if it resonates with you and the person is like, don't worry, you'll be able to, you will never get this. You can't prove the person wrong because this is what you want to achieve, because this is what you are chasing. It will be a career path, If that career path, someone says, don't worry, you can never be a medical doctor, and the line of medicine resonates with you, you want to achieve being a medical doctor. If that resonates with you, then you can chase that path to prove yourself. But now you're not proving yourself because that's the path, that's the route you want to follow. You can go ahead. But if someone says you can never be a medical doctor, and you yourself in your mind, you know that more, you don't want to read medicine, like you never want to be close to the medical practice, bruh, there's no need doing it because it may be to the detriment of your peace, or it may be to the detriment of yourself because you may compromise yourself and you may lose sight of your identity or lose sight of yourself. So these are the questions you're meant to ask yourself. Are you chasing a sense of purpose, meaning, or fulfillment? This is another question you're meant to ask yourself. Whatever you're chasing, are you chasing that for a sense of purpose? Are you chasing that for a sense of meaning, or you are chasing that for a sense of fulfillment? If you are chasing wealth, why are you chasing wealth? If you are chasing wealth to impress people, if you are chasing wealth because you want to be able to go to any city and flirt with any woman or any girl and this stuff, does that give you a sense of purpose? If it gives you a sense of purpose, who am I? You can go ahead. But if it doesn't give you a sense of purpose, then it's not worth it. Are you doing whatever you're doing because it gives you a sense of meaning? If it resonates with you and gives you a sense of meaning, you can go ahead. But if it doesn't, there's no point doing it. Are you chasing whatever you're chasing? If it's knowledge, if it's wealth, if it's status, if it's fame, if it's personal growth, if it's power, whatever you're chasing, if it gives you a sense of fulfillment while doing this, come on, you can go ahead. But if you're chasing all this and it doesn't give you a sense of fulfillment, you don't find anything fulfilling in what you're doing, bruh, there's no point doing that. Withdraw and reroute. That's why I said there are different paths on the dense forest. When you're on the edge of the forest, there are different paths, and you have to meditate and be calm to decide which path you're meant to take. In this context, that dense forest is life's journey. That dense forest is life's purpose, and the different paths are the different areas of life. The different paths are the different perspectives of life. The different paths could be where your potentials lie. The different paths could be where your latent abilities lie. Latent abilities because they are not yet developed. But if you have realized, okay, this is the path I want to go, why am I following this path? If it's career, why am I following the path of career? What do I want to achieve? How far am I willing to go to achieve success in my career? If it's career, ask yourself these questions. If it's wealth, why are you chasing wealth? What is the driving force? Would it give you a sense of fulfillment? Would it give you a sense of meaning? Would it give you a sense of purpose? If yes, you can go ahead. If it's status, if it's fame, why are you chasing this? What are you chasing this for? What is the motivation or driving force behind this? Would chasing of this fame or status give you sense of fulfillment, purpose, or meaning? If yes, go ahead. If it's personal growth, why are you chasing personal growth? How far are you willing to develop yourself? So you ask yourself these questions. FC Mobile, hi bro, what's good? What's good? What's good? You're welcome. So these are questions you're meant to ask yourself, and if you can if you can have answers to these questions, that's whatever you're chasing, whatever aspect of life, whatever path on the dense forest you choose to take, if it gives you a sense of purpose, a sense of meaning, and a sense of fulfillment, you can go ahead. But if it compromises your values, if it compromises what you stand for, if it compromises your peace, if there's no sense of meaning in that path, if there's no sense of purpose in that path, and you're very sure you won't be fulfilled if you follow this path, bruh, withdraw. You understand? That's why I said, now, okay, imagine pausing in your pursuit. Now, you're on the dense forest here. The dense forest is life. And probably you choose a path of wealth on the dense forest. Now, why on the path of wealth on this dense forest? You are running, you are running, you are running. You get tired, you sit down, you stand up, you drink water, you keep running again, running because you are chasing it, right? You keep running, you keep running, you keep running. And after a while, you sit, you take a deep breath, and you gaze around the landscape of your life. You gaze around the landscape of that pursuit of wealth. Ask yourself this question. Is what I'm chasing truly aligning with my values, passion, and long-term goals? These are the questions you need to ask yourself. Now, if you find yourself on the pathway of wealth, if you find yourself on the pathway of career, If you find yourself on the pathway of relationship, if you find yourself on the pathway of personal growth, if you find yourself on the pathway of status, fame, and other, and you are pursuing this because this is the path you've decided to chase on life's dense forest. While chasing, you pause for like 3 minutes, 4 minutes, an hour, 30 minutes, 4 hours, whatever, and you meditate and you ask yourself, is what I'm chasing truly aligning with my values? Number one. Does it truly align with my passions? Number two. And does it really align with my long term goals? Number three. Your values, because does it align with what you stand for? Does it align with what you live for? Does it align with what you would like or what you would want impacted on others? Does it align with the legacy you want to keep or the legacy you want to leave behind? If that path aligns with your values, that's number one. You take it. Number two, does it align with your passions? Now, what are your passions? Your passions are like your strengths. Your passions are like your abilities. Your passions are like your inbuilt and God-given strength or talent. Things that you do and you can, whether you're paid or not, if you're paid or not, you do them and you get joy while doing them. Now, this thing you're chasing, does it align with your passion? If it's wealth you're chasing, does it align with your passion? If it does, go ahead. Then again, if you're on the path of wealth, or you're on the path of knowledge, or you're on the path of relationship, or status, or fame, probably that's the path you've chosen to chase. Does it align with your long-term goals? Does it give you that longevity status? If it's something that over the years, 10 years, 20 years, 30 years to come, you'll be glad you went through this path or you went along this path of life, you're good to go. But if thinking long term, I realize if you actually go this route or you actually go on this path, 5 years to come, 6 years to come, 10 years to come, you may not feel that sense of fulfillment again, or you may not feel that sense of winning or that sense of purpose again, or that sense of passion. Believe me, you may like to withdraw and recollect, recall, reroute, and decide which path will be right for you. Number two, you ask yourself, am I sacrificing precious time, energy, and relationships in the process? These are questions you ask yourself, and this is one of the reasons that makes some relationships go sour, or break, or the foundation crumble. This thing, whatever path you're chasing, whatever you're chasing in life, are you sacrificing precious time? See, time doesn't go anywhere. You're the one going. Time doesn't waste. You're the one wasting because time is infinite. That's like a misconception we have about time. Time doesn't go nowhere. Time is infinite. You are the one wasting. So why chasing this path you've decided to chase? Are you sacrificing your precious time? Because once that time has gone, you can't recover it back. Two, the self or your body that has wasted your strength, you can't also recover it. So are you sacrificing precious time? If you are sacrificing precious time, and this precious time is not something I meant to be sacrificing, make a U-turn or recollect, and decide if you are truly meant to chase this. Are you sacrificing energy? If that part you are chasing, you realize, bruh, this is not what my energy. I'm burning energy, and I don't think I'm getting anything out of this. I'm just sacrificing energy. I'm just sacrificing energy. I'm just sacrificing energy. If you ask yourself this and realize that it's not what your energy, it's not what your drive, it's not what your pursuit, bruh, that's a path you're meant to change. Then you ask yourself, like I said, this is the reason why most relationships or most friendships turns to ruin, because you may be chasing a path, and while chasing this path, you are sacrificing your relationships. You are losing those ones that are really, really right for you. You are losing those ones that really, really care a lot about you. You may tell yourself that, okay, this is the career path I want to take, and you realize that if you should take this career, you'll be leaving friends behind. You'll be leaving loved ones behind. Now, it's not bad to leave loved ones. It's not bad to leave your cycle or your circle. It's not bad. It's not bad to go beyond. It's not bad to pursue to better yourself. That is personal growth. But whilst doing all this, if you realize that you are sacrificing your relationships and sacrificing these relationships, you may not get it back, bro. You may have to reconsider. Get, if while sacrificing this relationship, if while chasing this path, you realize that you're sacrificing your relationship, and that relationship is something you love or you genuinely appreciate, If that path will ruin your relationship, I don't think it's 100% advisable. There are some couples, they get married, and after getting married, one of the couple travels out of the country, or travels overseas, or travels to a very long distance to either pursue his career, or he or she will make it seem like they're going to pursue greener pastures for they and their partner. Bruh, to me that's bullshit, because whatever you want to pursue, whatever career you want to pursue, whatever betterment you want to have for your family, you have to do all that at the comfort of yourself and your family, without sacrificing any relationship and any precious time. If you want to further your studies, if you want to further, your skills, do all this either before you get married or when you get married. Do all this without it bridging your relationship, or without it giving bringing a distance to your relationship, or ruining the beautiful path or beautiful, bond you and your partner share. If you can do all that, if you can do all that without ruining your relationship, go ahead. But if doing this like give a distance, an unnecessary distance or reasonable distance, there's some couple they get married and 10 years into the relationship, either the man is outside the country or the woman is outside the country. Are you whining me? You get married and 10 years your partner travels out of the country because he or she want to chase a better path, or he or she want to hustle to get a better living for both of you. Bruh, to me, that's bullshit. How do you get married to someone and 10 years you are apart, and you claim this is someone you want to spend your life with, and you claim you're outside because you're looking for greener pastures for you and your partner? Bro, that's bullshit. So if you're chasing relationship, if it's the path of love or path of relationship you desire to chase, do it with all effort and do it with every intention to make it work. If it's career, do it with every intention to make that career work. That is to get the success out of the career. If it's wealth, do it with every intention to attain this wealth. If it's status, if it's power, if it's personal growth, if it's knowledge, do it with every intention to attain all these, but without compromising yourself, without compromising your values, without compromising your sense of meaning or purpose or fulfillment, and without compromising your relationships. These are some of the things you have to put in place. These are some of the things you have to put at the back of your heart and the back of your mind and in your head when chasing any path. These are some of the things you ask yourself. So if any path you are chasing will be to the detriment of a relationship, if you're married, if it will be to the detriment of your relationship with your partner or your relationship with your spouse, because I can't imagine how you be married with someone and you be out of the country, you haven't seen the person for 10 years, for a decade. Are you for real? How are you living? How are you living? Because obviously this is someone that you got married to, that is, you've accepted you spend your life with this person. You've accepted this is your better half. You've accepted this is someone you want to build a home with, and all of a sudden you're like, you want to chase your career. 10 years you haven't seen your partner. Bruh, you must be a joke. You must be a very big joke. So these are some of the things you put at the back of your mind when chasing whatever you're chasing. When chasing whatever path you decide to follow on the dense forest of life. These are some of the questions you need to ask yourself. Now, another thing is, will achieving my goal bring lasting fulfillment, or will it leave me empty, still searching for something more? Like I said, if you are on the edge of a dense forest, that dense forest represents life's journey or life's purpose. And on this dense forest, there are 7 pathways. Now it's left to you to decide which of these 7 paths you have to follow that will get you to the end of your journey, or that will get you to your destination. Now, these pathways represent different areas of life on this dense forest. Pathways could be relationship, could be career, could be personal growth, could be status, could be fame. Whatever path you decide to follow, will it bring you lasting fulfillment when you achieve that goal, or will it leave you empty, still searching for more? These are the questions you ask yourself. If you decide to chase whatever path you decide to chase, would it leave you at a point of fulfillment? Would it leave you at a point of having a sense of meaning, a sense of purpose, and a sense of fulfillment? Or after chasing this path, would it leave you empty, still searching for something more? These are questions you will ask yourself. If it would leave you, if it will bring you lasting fulfillment, then go ahead. But if you realize that if you should go along this path, if you should chase this path, if you should chase this, it will still leave you empty, searching for more. It will still make you ask yourself questions. What have I done? What am I doing? What do I need to do? How did I not get? If it would leave you asking yourself all these questions, bruh, recall, remeditate, redecide on what exactly you want to do. Now, in the first one, I said, imagine yourself standing at the edge of a dense forest, gazing out at the winding path before you. When you go through a forest, there are pathways, and sometimes these pathways are either marked or easily indicated by prints. Now, imagine you're lost, that you're trying to find yourself on the journey of life, and each path represents a different aspect of your life, such as relationships, career, wealth, status, knowledge, or personal growth. That's the first level imagination. Now, after that, now envision yourself chasing after something along one of these paths on the edge of the dense forest, or along one of these paths on life's journey or life's purpose. It could be wealth or knowledge or relationships or career. What is it that you are pursuing with such fervor? What is it that you are pursuing with such intense and passion? What exactly are you striving towards to achieve? Or in this context, what goal do you want to catch? What kind of wealth, what career, and how well are you willing to go to reach the goal or point you want to achieve? What kind of relationship do you seek or desire to have, and what are you willing to do to achieve it without compromising your values and your beliefs? Then I went ahead to say, is it the elusive dream of success defined by societal standards? Now, are you chasing these paths, or are you striving towards success based on what the society wants or desires of you, based on what your mother will say, based on what your father will say, based on what your aunt will say, based on what your neighbor will say, based on what your friend will say? Is that why you are chasing success? Is that why you are chasing this path? Or is it because of peer pressure? Or are you actually pursuing your own aspirations? Or are you actually pursuing this career based on what you need for yourself? Or are you actually going into this relationship based on yourself and based on because you love this person, or you are doing this because of what people will say? Are you chasing love, or you're chasing validation? Are you chasing love, or you're chasing validation to impress others, or based on their expectations? So are you chasing love because you love somebody and you are willing to spend your life with this person, or you are chasing love because you require validation from other people, because you want to impress with that? I must see my girl, come on, I'm in a relationship, come on, see my guy, come on, I'm in a relationship. So is that why you're chasing relationship? Do you want to impress people, or based on expectations of people? Or are you chasing love because of a sense of belonging? Are you chasing love because you just want to belong? Are you chasing love because you just want to have somebody? Or you are chasing love because you truly desire to spend your life with this person? Or you are chasing love because you truly desire to have a home with this person? Or you are chasing love because you truly find peace with this person? Those are the questions you ask yourself, because there are different aspects and reasons why people chase love. Now, as I went ahead to say, perhaps you are pursuing knowledge, perhaps you are pursuing wisdom, perhaps you are pursuing spiritual enlightenment. These are different parts of life, and you should have reasons why you are chasing these paths, and you should have reasons, or rather, you have goals or objectives of aim why you are chasing all these. So, is it pursuit of knowledge or wisdom or spiritual enlightenment? You know. And I went ahead to say, or maybe you're simply chasing happiness, that fleeting feeling that seems to dance just out of reach. Whenever you chase happiness, you may never really get it, or you may never truly get it, because when you are at the verge of getting it or at the point of getting it, it just seems to dance out of your reach. Or when you reach that point, you feel happiness is, you realize that, bruh, there's a higher point. You realize that, bruh, there's a higher mountain to climb. There's a higher step to take to realize or to gain more happiness. So these are the questions you ask yourself. Another thing, I said, if you've seen The Pursuit of Happiness, that's by Will Smith and his son Jaden Smith, you understand what it is and how it can be to chase happiness, or the pursuit of happiness, because you may never truly find what resonates with you, and it may get to doing a lot of things, trying different things, compromising yourself and compromising your values. These are the things you have to put into knowledge, or at the back of your mind. When you chase happiness, you may not catch it. Chasing, that means it's either running or it's beyond your reach, and you're striving, pursuing it to catch it. You may not, and you may compromise yourself and your values. Instead, why don't you find happiness? Find, because it's somewhere and it's also within your reach. Because when you're finding something, it's within your reach. But when you're chasing something, it's beyond your reach. So instead of chasing happiness, find happiness. Find it because it could be within. Find it because it could be ones you love and what you do for the ones you love. Find it because it could be the littlest thing that makes you happy. And when it's that, don't neglect it. Find it, search within, and embrace it. Don't chase. Happiness is not materialistic. And I said happiness is not individualistic. That is, it's not based off of someone. Your happiness level is not dependent on somebody. Your happiness level is not determined on somebody. Your happiness is not determined on when, if I get this guy, I'll be happy. Bruh, nah. That's that's not happiness. If you feel that when you get this girl, you'll be happy when you get this guy. That's everything of yours is just dependent on the person. You wouldn't find happiness because you are finding this person. So happiness is not materialistic, and same time happiness is not individualistic. Your basis of happiness is not dependent on somebody. Your basis of happiness is not dependent on somebody. It's not somebody that will make you have a beautiful life. Don't misquote me. People need people. You need people to be more successful. You need people to attain more heights. But your happiness is not dependent on somebody, because happiness lies within. Your happiness, no. So now, what if that person dies or that person ceases to exist? That means you'll never truly be happy. Nah. So happiness isn't individualistic. It doesn't depend or isn't determinant on someone. And I went ahead to say, as you ponder on what you are chasing, consider the motivations driving you. Is it a desire to prove yourself? Number one. Are you chasing whatever you are chasing because you want to prove yourself? Or are you chasing whatever you are chasing because you want to prove somebody wrong? Are you chasing whatever you are chasing because somebody said you'll be able to attain it? Or you are chasing what you are chasing because it resonates with you? Are you chasing what you are chasing because someone says that money did this thing, there's money here? Or you are chasing that thing because that's a pathway to your success, because that's a pathway to your sense of meaning and sense of fulfillment. So you should realize and you should know why you're chasing a path or a particular path. And I went ahead to say, are you chasing what you're chasing, or is the motivation or driving force behind what you're chasing because you want to overcome past wounds, or you want to create a better life for yourself and others? These are questions you need to ask yourself. And creating a better life for yourself and for others, believe in me, it's like the highest point of purpose, because when you create a better life for yourself, and out of you can influence people, out of you can impact the life of others, out of you can betterment, or rather you can better the lives of others. Believe in me, that's a huge sense of meaning, that's a huge sense of fulfillment, and that's a huge sense of purpose. And that in itself, you know purpose, that in itself is fulfillment. So these are questions you need to ask yourself. Now, are you chasing whatever you are chasing, or is whatever you are chasing giving you a sense of purpose, meaning, or fulfillment? So if you are chasing happiness, if you are chasing money, if you are chasing wealth, if you are chasing relationship, if you are chasing power, if you are chasing status, are you chasing a sense of purpose whilst chasing that? Are you chasing a sense of meaning whilst chasing that? And are you chasing a sense of fulfillment whilst chasing that? If there's no sense of purpose, meaning, or fulfillment in whatever you're chasing, brother or sister, you have to come back. You have to redirect yourself. You have to reroute yourself and realize the path which would give you a sense of purpose, sense of meaning, and a sense of fulfillment. And I went ahead to say, now imagine yourself on this dense forest. If you've got, like, you've watched adventure movies, you've watched epic movies, you've watched all these movies like Vikings and Last Kings, stuff like that. You would have seen movies like that. No, when they're going for a war, or they're trying to ambush their enemies, or they're trying to ambush their opposing party, what do? They follow a particular path, and when they pass that particular path, they either clean their prints or their horse prints, or they put sticks on the pathway so their enemies wouldn't be able to realize that, okay, yes, this is the pathway they followed. Now, imagine yourself while running on this forest. That forest now is life. Now imagine you're running on this forest, and that path you either decided to follow could be happiness, could be wealth, whatever path you decide to follow. Now take a deep breath and gaze around the landscape of your life. Imagine you are running, and you stop for a while and be like, where is this place? What is this place? Where am I going to? That's you asking yourself questions about your whereabouts. Now, same time, when you are chasing something, ask yourself questions. Okay, this thing I'm chasing now, okay, is it giving me a sense of purpose? Would that be fulfilled when I get this? When I finally get this, would I still feel empty? Would I still feel I've not really achieved anything? These are questions you ask yourself. You ask yourself, does it really align with my values? Does it really align with my passion? And does it really align with my long-term goals? Because every human, we have long-term goals, we have short-term goals. How there are some persons they have short-term relationships that's just for like a fling and all those careless kind of relationship, or long-term when you are ready to go in on someone else for the rest of your life. So you ask yourself, does this path align with my long-term goals? If it doesn't, bruh, then you can, recall, re-strategize, reroute, and choose the path that resonates with you and resonates with yourself. You also ask yourself the question on this path: am I sacrificing precious time? Am I sacrificing precious energy? And am I sacrificing relationships in this process? As I said, some couples, some relationships, this is one of the things that ruins relationship. When you're in a relationship and you decide to chase a career or you decide to chase something that would like affect your relationship. He didn't chase it since, so he did not chase it since. It's when you enter a new relationship or it's when you get married that you now say, okay, yes, so I want to chase this career, babe, I want to chase, and I'll be waiting for like 15 years. Are you whining me? So you ask yourself these questions. If chasing a path will be detrimental to your relationship, if chasing a path will ruin your relationship in the process, if chasing a path will be you sacrificing your relationship or that person you really care for, you have to, reevaluate your decision and realize if that's the right path for you to take or not. Also, you ask yourself, will achieving my goal bring lasting fulfillment, or will it leave me empty, still searching for something more? Now, this is a question you ask yourself also. Why chasing this path? Why on this path? Would it bring you that long lasting goal of fulfillment, or will it leave you empty, still searching for something else or something more? That's what you ask yourself. Now, if you've asked yourself these questions, in the stillness of this moment, that's why I said most of the times before you make a decision, most of the times before you make a step or before you leap forward, be calm, resonate with your inner man, resonate with your inner self, resonate with your subconscious before you take a leap. In the stillness of this moment, you may discover that what you are chasing isn't what you truly desire. Now, if you don't get anything in this today's session, get this point. In the stillness of this moment, that's having pondered on the reasons why you're chasing this, having pondered if chasing whatever you're chasing will give you a sense of fulfillment, a sense of meaning, or a sense of purpose, having pondered on all those. Now, you may discover, or if you discover that whatever you're chasing isn't what you truly desire, there's a difference between what you desire and what you're chasing. You might be chasing something, but that may not be what you truly desire. You might be chasing something, but that may not what you truly desire. But if you are chasing what you truly desire, that's when it will give you a sense of meaning. That's when it will give you a sense of purpose. And when you achieve that, that's when it will give you a sense of fulfillment. But if you're not chasing what you truly desire, you may never really attain that sense of fulfillment. You may never really attain that sense of meaning. You may never really attain that sense of purpose. And it may up to you wanting more, or asking yourself, what have I done? Or feeling empty. So that's what you ask yourself. You may discover, is what you are chasing what you desire or not? Perhaps you have been pursuing someone else's dream, a societal expectation, or a fleeting high. There are a lot of times that some of us we get so clouded in what our purpose is, or get so clouded in what we truly want to do, and we end up living someone else's life, or we end up going along someone else's path, or we end up being a photocopy of someone else, or we end up being a stereotype of someone, sorry, a prototype of someone, or of someone. So these are things you're meant to put into place. Are you chasing your dream? Are you chasing your aspiration, or you are living someone else's dream? Are you actually doing what resonates with you, or you are doing what you feel, or you are doing what someone else feels resonates with you? Are you doing what will give you joy? Are you doing what gives you peace, or you are doing what someone else will be like, see this guy, this guy is this kind of thing, this guy is doing this huge, this big thing. because you want to have societal validation, or because you want to live up to the societal expectations instead of what you truly aspire? These are questions you need to ask yourself. So perhaps you'll be pursuing someone else's dream, a societal expectation, or a fleeting high. Maybe, just maybe, what you're really seeking is a sense of purpose, a feeling of being fully alive, and a life that authentically reflects your values and passions. This is what you truly seek, and this is what you really should seek. What should you really seek? A feeling of being truly alive, number one, a sense of purpose, number two, and a life that authentically reflects your values and your passions. So if you're living a life and you realize, nah, this doesn't give me a sense of purpose, then you have to reevaluate yourself. If you're living a life or you're following a path and you realize this doesn't make me feel fully alive, I don't feel myself, I'm not myself, bruh. I can't I don't feel at peace. If you've come across stuff like this, then you realize probably you're living someone else's dream, or probably that if that life doesn't authentically reflect your values and your passions, then you should reevaluate. You should realize, nah, this is not the life I'm meant to be living. This is not the path I'm meant to be taking. This is not the path of the dense forest I'm meant to take. It. Let me go back and follow the other route. Let me go back and follow the other path. Because it's never too late to realize your passion. It's never too late to realize your purpose. It's never too late until you totally give up on yourself. And you shouldn't give up on yourself, because once there's life, there's hope. And purpose is a journey, it's not a one-time thing. Purpose, just as life is a journey, purpose is a journey. And just as you're evolving, your purpose as well evolves. So panic less. You don't need to panic. You don't need to fret. You don't need to fidget. Be calm. Be still, and look for that particular thing that resonates with you. Look for that particular thing that resonates with you. You understand? So yeah, that particular thing that is authentic and it reflects your values and your passions. That way you find a sense of fulfillment. That way you find a sense of meaning, and that way you find a sense of purpose. Now, in this realization, you are presented with a choice. Number one, chasing what no longer serves you, or courageously pivot towards a path that aligns with your true purpose. Now, some persons on the line or along the path they have chosen to take, they realize this is not actually what I want to do. This actually doesn't resonate with me. This actually doesn't give me a sense of fulfillment. But they may feel it may be too hard, or it may be too late to start going back, or to start starting afresh. But which would you prefer? Going through a path, probably you are 400 meters to the end, or rather you are 390 meters to the end of the race, and you are not happy, and there's no sense of fulfillment, and you feel you wouldn't achieve anything even when you cross this finish line, or you rather go back and start from 100 meters to that again, but doing that 100 meters again will give you joy, or doing that 100 meters again will give you a sense of fulfillment. So which would you rather do? Do something because you are all the way there, because you have been here for 3 years, 4 years, but it doesn't give you a sense of purpose, it doesn't give you a sense of fulfillment, it doesn't give you a sense of meaning. So why? That's where courage comes in. That's where the courage comes in. Courageously pivot towards that path that aligns with your true purpose. Courageously pivot towards that path that resonates with you. Courageously pivot towards that path that speaks more of yourself and your value. Courageously pivot towards that path that resonates with you, that will give you joy. The journey ahead may be uncertain, but know that every step towards authenticity, self awareness, and meaningful pursuits will lead you closer to a life of genuine fulfillment. My end note is again, the journey ahead may be uncertain, the journey ahead may be unsure, the journey ahead may be undiluted, may be unrevealed to you. But know that every step towards authenticity, what truly resonates with you, what truly speaks of your value, what truly speaks of your passion, what truly gives you a sense of meaning, what truly gives you a sense of fulfillment, and what truly gives you a sense of purpose. Know that every step towards being authentic, towards being self-aware, that's self-awareness, and meaningful pursuits will lead you closer to a life of genuine fulfillment. And that's my end note on today's topic. What are you chasing? What are you really chasing? Why are you chasing that? What is your reason for chasing what you are chasing? Does that path resonate with you? And does that path give you a sense of purpose? Does that path give you a sense of meaning? And does that path give you a sense of purpose? If whatever you're chasing in life, be it career, be it status, be it power, be it knowledge, be it personal growth, wherever you are chasing, if it gives you a sense of purpose, if it gives you a sense of meaning and give you a sense of fulfillment, then go ahead. But if it doesn't give you a sense of purpose, it doesn't give you a sense of meaning, it doesn't give you a sense of fulfillment, believe me, it's not too late to reroute. Believe me, it's not too late to courageously pivot back towards what resonates with you, towards what you know will give you joy, towards what you know you'll be at peace with, towards what you know you have a sense of purpose, meaning, and fulfillment. So that's it. And this brings us to the end of today's session on life and purpose. What are you chasing? Come to the end of today with the name of the Father and of the Son and the Holy Spirit. If you've been with us from the beginning of today's session to this period, come on, I appreciate you. And I would admonish you, or I'd love you to give this video a like, and also share this video to your friends or across your friends to also come and realize their purpose, or rather self-discovery. I also love you to like and share this video. Leave a comment, thank you for being with me, and this is live streaming daily to our blog. Tomorrow is on love and relationship, same time, 8 p.m. Love and relationship, 8 p.m. tomorrow. Come through and stay tuned. So if it's night where you are, it's night where I am, have a beautiful night, have a good night, sleep good, sleep like a baby. Go out, and speak value, go out and, emit light. Just go out and excel, go out and shine. If it's afternoon where you are, stay calm, and don't forget to stay hydrated. And this is live streaming daily to our blog. Thank you on today's session on life and purpose. Hope to see you tomorrow, Wednesday, on love and relationship, same time, 8 p.m. I love you very much. Please say it back. Please say it back. Please say it back. Okay, yes, I love you very much. And stay safe, stay blessed, and don't forget to practice gratitude as a lifestyle. Don't forget to practice gratefulness and thankfulness as a lifestyle, because gratitude opens doors and gives room for more blessings. Thank you. I remain your boy Coda, and you know the vibes. And this is live streaming daily to our blog. See you same time, 8 p.m. tomorrow, love and relationship. Thank you. Let's up. Stay blessed, stay safe, stay grateful. See you tomorrow. Thank you. One love.